What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to go over chest rigs, how I set mine up, why I like them over plate carriers for the most part. We've already done a video on gun belt setup, pros, cons on doing different things. We're going to do the same thing on the chest rig. So without further ado, let's jump into the setup and then get into the discussion. Yay. All right, ladies and gents, just like everything else, the answer to this equation is situation dictates and your personal preference. I'm not trying to sell you this. This is mine. This is what I use. I like it. So I'm going to show you how I have mine set up. Boom. Go from there. We're not going to go too far into the nitty-gritty on chest rigs versus plate carriers. I have both. I'll show you how I have both of mine set up. The only thing I can say for certain is you're going to be faster and be able to go further with one of these as opposed to a plate carrier. But if you get shot in one of these, you're less likely to keep going as you are if you have a plate carrier on. Anyways, so on mine, it's a pretty simple setup. It's a micro chest rig. I got this one on Amazon for literally like 40 bucks, and so far I've put it through its paces and I like the crap out of it. It holds 3 magazines. Tuberculosis. Oh, I'm dying. So 3 30-round magazines. The pockets are big enough. If you did some dicking around, you could probably get 308 magazines in there, AK magazines, you know, just untie your bungees, retie, blah, 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 blah. I run a PTT on my non-dominant shoulder. Below that, I've got a lens cloth I keep there to wipe optics off, or if I've got a runny nose or tuberculosis like right now. So I guess moving down on the sides, these are pistol mag. Holsters, I took the bungees off. I don't really like running pistol mags on my rig itself. Personal preference, I run a smoke on one side or a multi-tool, and then on the other side I run a flashlight, independent flashlight. So I run those on the sides. And then I've got these 2 GP pouches in the front. So I got another flashlight. This one's a headlamp flashlight. Useful for stuff. Here is my multi-tool. I've got my face paints. Here is my boo-boo kit for my pow-pows. So I've got additional batteries for optics and weapons lights, and then inside here is the oops kit for a rifle. So detent springs, detents, your Jesus pin, all that stuff. I have that taped up and that's ready to go. Sharpie, and that's always handy for on the range, taking notes, marking stuff, tourniquets, all that. Pen, paper. Definitely opt for the writing ring, because even just sweat, that's horrible. I'll be changing that out soon. More face paint. That's everything in that pocket. So as you can see, I get quite a lot in there. All that's relatively useful for what I would be using this setup for. Chest rig, you're light, you're fast, so it's going to be more of your recce / covert, I guess, if you want to call it. It's going to be a lot easier to blend in with something like this, throwing an overcoat on, whatever, than it would be a plate carrier. So my other GP pouch is my actual radio. So I picked up a pack of 10 of these on Amazon. They're the, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I've got this link to the PTT, and then from here I run it into my comms. Surprisingly, these work well, very well. We've tested them out urban. They'll go about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, that's inner city. And then rural, out in the woods, they go close to 10 miles. So it just depends on how much UHF traffic that you have in the area. It'll pull you that out. So I run that in that pouch. I've got a handcuff key. I've got a set of cuffs. They're in the car. I don't have them in this rig. And then static compass. So there's not a whole lot to this setup as far as what goes into it, but aside from the carrying of extra ammo and then some items that you could put on a duty belt, this is going to help distribute the weight. You're going to be lighter, faster, go further. I will take this 9 times out of 10 over a plate carrier. And the 1 out of 10 that I take the plate carrier is some random hole in the wall chance that I have an entire team that I've trained with and we're about to stack up and go in a house for some crazy ass reason. So it's a H harness. Coyote tan, spray painted the crap out of it. Works pretty good.